Hey guys, I'm ChezPride, and I really wish I was joking, but The Sims 4 has made a collaboration with SpongeBob and has come out with 2 kits that are currently on a temporary bundle with extra bonus items, and I'm going to buy it and review it because, what? I never thought I would see the day. Like, this is just not something I ever could have imagined happening in my wildest, most bizarre dreams. Now, I will say I am at least going to try to go into this with somewhat of an open mind and actually judge the items themselves. But my guess is my feeling will still be the same at the end of this as it is now. And that is the same way that I felt about the Star Wars pack and why I never got that pack. But my feelings are actually stronger. And that is unless you are just a huge SpongeBob fan to the point you actually want SpongeBob in your game and you could see yourself using it for some reason. You should probably just save your money on this one and view it through videos like this. Even if it's not me and someone else, just watch someone else review it, because it just, unless you're a SpongeBob fan, I don't think it's worth it, guys. The whole concept with the Star Wars thing is I don't hate Star Wars even. I don't like SpongeBob, but I somewhat like Star Wars, but I don't love it to the point that I want it in my game. Like, I've watched it, I understand the references and the characters, but I'm just not a big enough fan that I want a whole pack on it. And I feel the same way here because this is straight up just SpongeBob items and characters. And I feel like the average person who isn't a fan wouldn't want to waste their money on this. Like, just let me and others waste their money so you can see it and you don't have to actually buy it. Unless, like I said, you're just an actual huge SpongeBob fan, then I'm going to actually judge the items and the quality so you can make that decision for yourself. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm probably going to uninstall both these kits right after I do this video before I open up any of my other saves and it somehow merges in with my current save files. And I have rarely uninstalled packs in the past, even if I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but I really don't want SpongeBob characters or items in my game. But I just feel like this is gonna be iconic enough that I need to see it for myself just so I can give my mixed emotions on it while it's still fresh. And I don't mean like good iconic, I mean like Sims 3 Katy Perry Sweet Treats iconic. But hey, like I said, if you are a hardcore SpongeBob fan, I guess it could be cool. But from what I've seen, the art is at least spot on. So like I already stated, I have seen the show enough from having friends that watched it around me when I wasn't at home that I feel like I know a lot of the references and know most of the characters, but I have never sat down in my own time and watched it or really even liked it as a kid. I wasn't actually even allowed to watch Nickelodeon until I was 10. Before that, it was pretty much only anything Disney, Pixar, or PBS, unless it was movies that my mom or my sister would show me when my religious grandmother wasn't around, because my grandma was the one who would monitor what I would watch when I was at home. I mean, I did sneak off and watch Nickelodeon, or it would be on at other people's houses, but when I had a choice and when I was sneaking to watch, I was watching things like Rugrats and Hey Arnold or Invader Zim. So by the time I was actually allowed to watch Nickelodeon, it just was kind of the same experience I had with Dora. I was just a little too old at that point, and I honestly always thought even it was a weird show when my friends would play it around me when I was at their houses. I just always thought it was kind of odd. So I am coming into this somewhat knowledgeable about the references and still not loving it, but I'm also coming into this buying it with my own money. So I would like to address the amount of content, the pricing, and the bundle, because I feel like that is something that needs to be addressed. So recently, in the last 2 years, they started taxing Sims packs. I'm assuming because they made the base game free. So they already cost more than they used to anyways. And we already know that kits are money grabbers. And I'm not a total kit hater. I can appreciate a kit because it is such a targeted thing, and that is the case for this as well. But now they are collabing with a big name and not making one but 2 kits, and they're upping the price on both of them by $2 unless you buy them both before March 3rd, and then you get them all at like normal price with like 3 bonus items. And just after the news of the EA sellout, I just feel like, honestly, this is just a stupid choice. Like, straight up just a stupid choice. And then they're making a whole timed event after this to do with SpongeBob, so you'll want to get it more. And it's just, I don't know, it's just frustrating. I know they're upping the price because they want the money that they probably had to pay Nickelodeon or whoever to get the rights to use SpongeBob's brand, but because it's a collaboration, they want as much money as fast as possible for this, so other brands and companies will see good numbers and want to work with them as well. But the fact that they can sell them at normal price in a bundle and add extra items tells me that they don't really need to up the price. And we already know that I hate when they do temporary items to get you to grab a thing, or really even timed events. Like, I can appreciate them somewhat, but I just wish they wouldn't make them limited time. Like, I hate the limited time part. And, you know, I've already made this spill like a million times, so I won't go into it again, but I just don't like it. I can tell this pack is fully for the money grabbing, and it's not really for the fans at all. Like, there's going to be a small majority of fans that I feel like are going to like this. But I just feel like for the majority, just let others waste their money and watch it through other people. Like, unless you're just a big enough fan to want SpongeBob in your game, then maybe the money is worth it. But I don't think it's even worth it for the price unless you're getting the bundle, which I hate to say that because I don't think you should buy it at all. But still, like, I don't know. It's just so frustrating. But I will also say I am going to try going into this to judge the items themselves and the quality of the items, not just the fact that I hate the idea of this. Because I do think that if you are a fan, that the quality of the items is just as an important factor as how you feel on the pack. I will say the quality of the items themselves don't look horrible from the pictures. I haven't watched anyone else's review on this, but I have seen the pictures that we're about to look at, and the actual quality, like, it isn't the worst. So all of these photos that we're about to look at, we've actually already seen in my last video where I reacted to the news of them coming out with this bundle and these 2 kits, because they literally only gave us 2 days warning before actually giving us the kits, which is just like, why only 2 days? Why? I know they normally do that with some other kits, but normally the collaboration kits, even the ones that are just with custom content creators, I don't mean it like just custom content creators. Like, I think that actually the custom content creator kits are the best ones, but normally, like, they would give us more warning than this, and I feel like they're just springing it on us. But I did react to these photos and kind of like look through them in detail in that video, so I'm not going to like look through the photos and all the items in detail, especially since we're already about to look at them in game. But I just wanted to show off the sale pages because I feel like the way they marketed this was kind of weird, and I kind of wanted to point it out. So when you go to the actual page of the bundle, it's weird because they have the 2 kits like where you can buy them separately and they have their own pages, but when you come to the bundle, it doesn't really like show the kits differently. It's just like, I know it's a bundle, but normally when like it's a bundle, you see this kit and this kit is combined plus these 3 items, and the way they're doing it is like they're not even like mentioning that there's 2 separate kits. They're literally just acting like it's one big kit for double the price. And the fact that they put it where the only big picture you have without scrolling to the bottom where the descriptions are and having to click on the pictures is the 3 exclusive items. And they actually on this page don't have the name of the 2 kits. So they have the feature photos, which has the same pictures that the actual kit pages have on these big pictures here, wherein they also have a whole item list and this, pretty sure the same descriptions as these descriptions over on this page, but you get the bonus items as well. But like I said, they don't even mention the name of the 2 kits. Like, they just are like bundle pack, but they don't tell you what kits are in the bundle pack, which I mean, I guess it's obvious because it's the 2 SpongeBob kits. But if you're just like shopping and you can see Bikini Bottom bundle, you don't even know that it's actually 2 kits worth. So I feel like that was a weird way to market it, because wouldn't you want them to know that they're getting their quote money's worth, which you're not really getting your money's worth, but you know, better than you buying them separately after the bundle ends, which again, I hate to say that because I hate timed objects. And I actually hate, because I have looked at all the items. I did go ahead and look at the item list. Like, I did slightly look at it with you guys on camera. So I've seen most of the items. Like, I didn't go into detail obviously because I am going to look at them in this, but I have looked at all the images and looked through them and looked at the items and looked at the items list. And honestly, out of all the items between both kits, the only 2 items I would really want to keep in my game and not want to uninstall are these 2 items. So the actual aquarium, and that's just because like I like the aquariums in games and I like when the aquariums are decorated. I think a small SpongeBob reference in an aquarium isn't horrible, but like the pirate ship episode was the only one that I actually like could tolerate and like would sit there and willingly watch. But I don't know, I guess because it was the only one that was like creepy like that. I mean, there was that one where like he went to the like bottom of the ocean, but we don't talk about that episode. But the pirate ship, just like, I don't know, I guess that's the only one I would actually really like, because I do like the pirate ship items as a item in the game. Like, I use it a lot, like the other variants of it, and this one actually looks really cool, minus the SpongeBob icon, but like the actual flag I think looks really cool, and as an item I like these 2 items, but they're literally just limited time and they don't actually come with the kits, and the only way you get them is if you get the bundle, and you have to spend double the money, and it's just like so frustrating. Like I said, the only main picture they show here are the 3 items, and then they have all the same pictures that are on the 2 actual kits. And the 2 actual kits do have names. I haven't actually mentioned the names on them, but we have SpongeBob's House Kit, and then we have SpongeBob Kids Room. And I feel like the way that they advertise for this is really weird, because they are very much pushing the build items, but they don't really even mention the fact that it's not just a build kit. It actually has Kratos items too, because you see the dress here, and if you look at the second picture, they're wearing the clothes, but then you go down to the items and you go to the list and it only shows the build items, and it doesn't mention, like, except in this one description, it does not mention the clothes. Like, it mentions it right here, but it's not like a main feature they're featuring. They're like more so pushing the items, and they're not really, they're calling it a kids room kit. It's not like kids room and apparel kit, so they're not even like making the clothes like a main focus. It's all, and they're in the second photo, they're not even in the first photo, and there's only like one little thing right here that even shows it in the little thumbnail. So I'm just like, why are they like, I wouldn't say hiding the clothes, but like not making them obvious? I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Like, I feel like that should have been more of a standout feature, because I feel like personally kits that come with clothes and like build items are a little bit better, because you get a little bit of both. I don't know. But this kit here, the SpongeBob house kit, is basically just like literally all the items from SpongeBob's house plus stuff to make all 3 houses. So SpongeBob's house, Patrick's house, and Squidward's house. They only show SpongeBob's house here in the photo, but there was a photo on the announcement page where it showed that you could build all 3 houses. And I'm kind of curious if they put those houses on the galleries, so I'm probably going to check for that as well if I remember. But this is the main house that they're showing that's like, hey, you can build SpongeBob's house now. And then you go to the item in the next photo, and it's literally like duplicates of the items. And if you like SpongeBob, honestly, they're good quality. Like, look at this Gary picture. Look at the Gary picture. It's exactly the quality from the show, even though the characters look weird. They're making base game characters for this, and it's weird as Sims. But the items themselves, if you're going for, hey, I want SpongeBob in my game, the items look legit, but it's just, I don't know, it's the concept to me. I will go ahead and just like show you that there's 25 items in this kit here that they show, and this is just a build kit. So this is more like almost a clutter item build room kit, and it's just mainly focused around SpongeBob's room, but it also has the textures for, I think, the Squidward's house and whatnot, so you can make their house from the outside, but it's mainly about building SpongeBob's house specifically. So that's what they have here. At least that's from what I'm understanding from how they advertised it as the announcement. So that is the first kit, the SpongeBob house kit. And then, like I said, we have the SpongeBob kids room kit. That's actually a Create a Sim and build item kit. And you can kind of see here. And it says 19 build item modes, or build mode items. And you can kind of see here that very SpongeBob related. They're all SpongeBob related. I think it's weird that they made the SpongeBob, the Patrick, and the Sandy different. I felt like they should have made that like one item, but you know, this is fine. But also, if you look at the picture, I am counting between there's a shirt for a shirt adult and a shoe for the adult. So that's 3 items. A dress for the girl, and then a shirt and a pants for the boy. So that's 6 items. So 19 plus 6 is 25 items. So they both have 25 items in it if you count the Create a Sim items. So those are the 2 kits that I'm about to buy. I am going to buy the bundle so I don't have to spend quite as much money, and I can look at the items that I actually somewhat like. But yeah, that's my full opinion going into this. Like I said, I am going to judge the items by the quality, not just the fact that they're SpongeBob. But I just felt like I needed to express my opinion because I don't think it's going to change. So like I do with pretty much every review video I do over a Sims DLC, I start out by reading the description and looking at the photos. We've already looked at the photos, so I'm just going to read the descriptions on the 2 kits. So for the SpongeBob house kit, we have who lives in a pineapple. A pineapple is technically a berry, and your house can be too. Use a siding, a roof patterning, and spiky leaves to create a home that fits the quirkiest Sims. You can even use a sand-like floor tile to give your home a under the sea feeling. I feel like the sand floor tile I will wish that I had after I uninstall this, but that's like the only thing besides the feature items. Okay, but then we also have decor from the depths. Fill your space with items from Bikini Bottom, furniture from floaties or salvage from ships, a particular plant, a particular knickknacks, and more, including doors, wallpapers, with a variety of swatches from SpongeBob's living room. So it is, like I said, mainly focused around SpongeBob's house. It's literally called SpongeBob's House Kit. And then we have SpongeBob Kids Room Kit, and this is more like SpongeBob fan. So the other one's like build SpongeBob's house. This one's like your sim is a huge fan of SpongeBob and is just like obsessed with SpongeBob. So we have a cheerful room. Plaster the walls with decals from your favorite characters, including SpongeBob and Patrick. There are toys like dollhouse replicas of the Krusty Krab, plus pineapple furniture, including a dresser and bookshelf. It is a collection section that even make the sourest squid smile. And then we have fandom fashion. Display your love of SpongeBob with comfy clothes. There is a t-shirt, PJs, and if you feel especially snuggly in slippers that looks like SpongeBob or his friends. Take your favorite character wherever you go. And also, oh wait, this is kind of a spoiler for my next video, but look at the background. They literally put SpongeBob's house on the cover. Or the front page. I almost said cover photo, but front page of, oh my god, just, oh my god. Okay. Well, I did actually, when they announced this 2 days ago, put together a couple of Sims to show off the items because I saw that there was going to be clothing. So real quick, I'm going to jump in, create a Sim, and we're going to show off those Sims before we actually even get into the items, because I feel like if you feel the same way I do about this, you might get a kind of kick out of the characters I made. So while I'm in the gallery grabbing the family I made a couple of days ago, I did say I would check to see if they uploaded SpongeBob's house to the gallery, and they didn't. And I was actually really surprised by that. Like, they made it such a big deal. I guess they want you to do it on your own, but I just felt like they were gonna give us SpongeBob's house on the gallery, at least at this point, at like, you know, a couple of hours after the pack came out while I'm recording this isn't out on the gallery, at least not under the maxes. And then also I did check under maxes and what they give you on the gallery and under newest, and like the last thing we got was the Whispering Sanctuary for Adventure Awaits. So we did not get a pre-made house on the gallery, which I was a little sad about, but we do have the household that I have made for this. And basically this is my way of like being like, yeah, this pack is a little bit of a joke. Like, at least in my opinion, I feel the same way about the Katy Perry sweet treats. So, you know, it may just be my biased opinion, but I thought if you felt the same way, you might get a kick out of the concept I did here. So pretty much I needed 2 adults and 2 kids, 1 female, 1 male each. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to do like exact characters from SpongeBob, but what if we did like parallel universe characters from SpongeBob? So this is like my take on the SpongeBob characters if they were Sims in a parallel universe where they were kind of like the opposite from what they were on the show. So let me go ahead and place down the household, and this is already up on my gallery, and it says before because pretty much I'm going to give them a second everyday outfit and put them in the new clothes, and then I'll also upload that to the gallery. So if you have the pack and you wanted to use these Sims, they would also have the outfits, but I want to use these Sims later on without the content, so I went ahead and uploaded them to the gallery just like this. But we have 5 Sims here, and the only one that is pretty much accurate is the cat. And the cat is not even needed for this video. I'm going to need it for the event, because I still think even though the event is going to be like kind of ridiculous because it's literally like Christmas SpongeBob themed, I don't like not making a video on something that's free, because I do feel like they at least make an effort to give us free stuff in the base game, and I feel like that stuff is more worth mentioning than the actual content that you can buy. So this is Mrs. Lobster. So this is the female version of Mr. Krabs. Their personality is pretty much the same as the characters, but like their looks and like their names are like the opposite of the characters. So she wants to be fabulously wealthy, she's competitive, she's self-absorbed, and she's self-assured. So this is her. I try to like kind of represent Mr. Krabs. I don't use custom content, so I just did my best with what I have in game, but I try to give her like fabulous, like rich gal Mr. Krab vibes. So this is her every day. We have her formal, same thing. Her athletic wear is different, and I put the lobster on it from Fox University. I thought that was kind of funny. We had the classic sexy silk robe vibe. Same outfit for the party. A lot of the Sims have the same outfit as their everyday as other outfits, but she also has a swimwear, a hot weather and cold weather that's the same as her everyday. And then as the quote unquote dad of the family, which it's not really a family. It's just like random Sims. I didn't even make them related. But if you're looking at it as a family Sim, the quote dad of the family is supposed to be the male version and the opposite version of Sandy Cheeks. So it's Dirty Bottom. I know, it's a weird name. And it's not even necessarily the opposite of her name like the last name was. It's kind of like a play on her name, like almost a synonym, if you might. Like, I felt like it was still fitting as like an alternate personality though. Because like if you break it down, Dirty Bottom, Sandy Cheeks. So Sandy, so like sand is like dirt. So Sandy, dirty, sand and dirt. And then also the whole joke on her name is Sandy Cheeks is kind of like, you know, your butt cheeks get sandy when you go to the beach. So, you know, cheeks, bottom, so Dirty Bottom, Sandy Cheeks. I just thought it made sense for an alternate personality that's like the male version of Sandy Cheeks, quote unquote, but still has the same personality. So they want to be a Renaissance Sim. They're outgoing, they're self-assured, and they're genius. And I did not have access to an astronaut costume without putting them in the astronaut career and like cheating their level up. So I decided to put them in the robot costume because it looks very similar to the actual Sandy costume in the show, and she always wears this, but typically she is wearing a helmet. There is no astronaut helmet in Creative Sim without cheats, so we're pretending that she's in her bubble or her globe or her like it's like a underwater snow globe, but it's full of air. I don't know how to explain it if you've never seen the show. But pretty much when she's in her bubble, she can breathe without her helmet. And then when she goes into the water, she has to have her helmet on. So we're just saying that he is in his own little bubble all the time and he can breathe wherever he wants to be. This is my version. And he literally wears this outfit for every single costume though, because I don't think I've seen an episode where she wasn't wearing that outfit, but I could be wrong. Maybe my memory just is defying me, but I'm sure she probably wore like a different outfit at some point. It'll probably be in one of the references in this pack, but I feel like this is the outfit you see her in like 90% of the time. So, and then I tried to mimic like her ears with the space buns and the fact that she had like darker on the top and lighter on the bottom by giving him like a lighter beard, and tried to make the eyes kind of similar. So this is my attempt on an alternate male personality of Sandy Cheeks. And then, of course, we can't do this without SpongeBob and Patrick. So let me introduce the kids for this review. Brush Circle Shirt. And literally the opposite of SpongeBob SquarePants, Brush Circle Shirt. And obviously they're meant to kind of look like SpongeBob. It has like circles on their shirt because their name is Circle Shirt, but like the shorts and the shirt and the socks are like pretty much spot on. But obviously they're not a sponge, they're a sim. But I tried to give them kind of like a sponge vibe. So they have like freckles all over their body. They have sponge looking hair, very yellow hair. Tried to give them like the most yellow skin tone we had. And what happened to is that the eye color I chose? I feel like I chose like more blue eyes. Yeah, their eyes changed. I gave them this eye. That is so weird. That is so weird that the gallery would change the eye color on the sim I made. Because I specifically remember giving them this eye. Okay, I'll have to re-upload them to the gallery with this eye color. I don't know what's up with that. But this is Brush Circle Shirt. And also, he has the little gap in the teeth that SpongeBob has. Oh yeah, and also Dirty Bottom has Sandy's buck teeth. So we have that as well. But this is his everyday outfit. He wants to be a playtime captain and he is a goofball. I thought the personality was fitting. But then we also, for his formal outfit, tried to give more like of a SpongeBob look. So we didn't have a tie that was red, but we did have this bow tie, so I thought it was close enough. And then we have the athletic wear is the same as the everyday. Sleepwear, I tried to mimic what he wears in the show when he jumps out of bed, but it's not a whitey tidy, it's just this because that's pretty much all they had. And then we have party wear is the same as formal. This is his swimwear just because I didn't know what else to put. And then hot weather, it is the same as every day, and then cold weather is the same but just with longer pants. So that is Brush Circle Shirt. And then we couldn't have a SpongeBob reference without a Patrick reference. So we have as Patrick Star, the female version, Patty Moon. So Patty is kind of like short for Patrick, and Krabby Patty I thought was fitting. And then when I think of stars, I think of the moon. So I was like, that kind of works as well. So like 2 of these names are like the opposite, and then 2 of them are like more like synonyms. So it's kind of half and half there. But I made them a slumber party animal and lazy, because that's exactly how I see Patrick, lazy. So this is Patty Moon. So this is her up close. I didn't want to like make her bald, even though Patrick was bald, so I tried to give her like a hairstyle that kind of like mimicked the top of Patrick's head. Obviously it has the blonde on the bottom, but I thought the pink was pretty spot on. And this outfit, I will say, pretty close, considering you can't make a little girl shirtless in The Sims 4 for obvious reasons. I feel like this tank top with these shorts is pretty accurate. I also gave her spots all over her skin. I tried to give her very pink skin and give her spots all over it, because that's kind of like Patrick vibes. I made her a little bit thicker as well, and gave her black eyebrows, because I was looking at a picture of Patrick and he had black eyebrows. Apparently I didn't remember that, but it's a thing. All right, but this is her everyday. We have her formal. I tried to mimic like the star shape of his head there with that dress. We have athletic, which is pretty much the same as everyday, just with different shoes. Sleepwear is everyday with no shoes. Party wear is the same as formal. Swimwear, we just have that basic like color of his skin. And then hot weather is the same as everyday, and cold weather is a version of the everyday, just meant to be more cold weather, but also still the green shorts, because lazy. But that is the characters that we're going to be modeling. And then also for the event, I did not make this, but I did download a Gary cat from the gallery. And you know what? I actually like Gary. Gary is probably my favorite character from SpongeBob, so I didn't want to mess with him. I didn't give him an alternate personality. It's just Gary the cat. It's Gary the cat. Instead of Gary the snail, it's Gary the cat. Gary is basically a cat. He meows. But he's affectionate, clever, and curious. I'm not going to need him for this video, but I just wanted to go ahead and show him off because I thought he was cute. Okay, but that is the family. So right quick, I'm going to go ahead and give them a second everyday outfit and then filter the eye of the pack. And we are going to finally start actually reviewing the items, because I feel like I've just been talking about my opinions and giving silly comments and showing off characters the whole time. So let's actually dive into the review part now. So like I said, there's not a lot in this pack, but I did go ahead and filter everything that I thought was appropriate for filtering, which is shirts through shoes and also styled looks. But I looked and there are no styled looks, which I was really surprised by. I kind of thought they would have had the pajama set as a styled look, because every single gender from child and up has the pajama set, but they decided not to. But that's the thing. So we're just looking at shirt through shoes, not including accessories. There's no accessories. There's very few cast items, but this is from the room kit. So it is both Creasim and build, and mainly build. So there's not a lot to look at, and most of them are the same thing. The only one that really differs is the little girl has an everyday or a full body outfit. So there's that, but I wanted to show it off on masculine and feminine Sims. So let's go ahead and look at the shirt. So I'm pretty sure that it's literally the same outfit, just for adults and children. So of course, the first swatch, I'm going to take off the shoes because that looks weird. The first swatch is SpongeBob's face. Yep, that tracks. All right, and then we have Patrick's face. We have Squidward's face. We have Gary. We have, oh my god, what's her name? The teacher. This is Pufferfish? Is that her name? She is a pufferfish, isn't she? I don't remember what her name is. The teacher. We have Pearl. We have Doodle SpongeBob. Okay, that one's actually kind of funny. We have a like Hawaiian SpongeBob. I guess if you're looking for like a Hawaiian shirt, it has like the little like flowers that they have. I don't know. This looks like you're on acid, man. It just looks like you're on acid. Okay. Anyways, Hawaiian Patrick. We have, oh my god, it's the old villain guy. Oh, what's his name? I don't remember his name. Barnacle something? Barnacle? No, the sidekick was Barnacle Boy. I don't remember what the old man was, but Barnacle Boy's main person he worked for. And then Barnacle Boy. I think that's Barnacle Boy, I'm pretty sure. And then we also have one of Sandy Cheeks. And honestly, I think out of all the swatches, Sandy Cheeks is my favorite. Because not so much because of the character, but look at the like tie-dye on the shirt. That's actually kind of cool. And I like the color it is. Like the blue is a very nice blue. All right. But I guess because you're supposed to represent Mr. Krabs, you can have the Pearl shirt because Pearl's his daughter. We have nothing for like full body. I keep trying to say every day when I say full body. I don't know why. And then it comes with a pair of pajama pants. So each one, I'm assuming, matches the swatches of the shirt. So we have SpongeBob. We have Patrick. We have jellyfish bottoms. Okay. We didn't have a jellyfish shirt, did we? I don't remember a jellyfish swatch. Yeah, there's no jellyfish swatch. Okay, well, we have a jellyfish swatch on the bottoms, which actually kind of matches the pearl color, like the pinks and I don't know, kind of matches. And then we have the teacher again. We have more jellyfish. I do remember jellyfish kind of being a big thing in the show. Oh yeah, I remember at least one episode where he went jellyfish catching, but that's the only episode I really remember of it. And then we have the blue sandy cheek bottoms that match the shirt I like. We have yellow pants with like purple flowers on them. We have orange pants with like multicolored flowers on, like white and purple flowers. We have, okay, so this is all the houses. Okay, that's interesting. So it's like the Hawaiian shirt that had like one of the Hawaiian shirts we had, but it has all the houses on it. So it has like Squidward's house and SpongeBob's house. It has a little coconut with a flower and jellyfish bottoms. Okay, that's an interesting print. I will say that. And then we have the pearl to match the pearl shirt. So obviously that's what we're going to give her. And we also have, I'm not going to lie, I don't know what this is. It's some kind of ice cream. I think this is an episode I missed. I may not get all the references, guys, but there's this. And it matches the pearl shirt. It kind of breaks the contrast of the pearl shirt too. I kind of almost want to give her these, but I also feel like I shouldn't because I don't know what it's referencing. And then we have the SpongeBob doodle. Okay, I think, I don't know if I can do the pearl on pearl. I feel like everyone else I'm going to be matching, so I guess I will. Okay, well, this is what it looks like on the feminine sim, and then we also have slippers. So we have a pair of bedroom slippers. So we have one with Squidward's face on it. We have one, I'm having a hard time seeing it. I think that's Plankton. Why is Plankton only in the shoes? I guess because he's just a little brat that just like is only shoe size. I don't know. We have Sandy Cheeks. We have SpongeBob, of course. We have Mr. Krabs. Oh, again, there's no other Mr. Krabs. So why is it only in the shoes? I don't know. We have Patrick. We have Gary, which I kind of am obsessed with the Gary slippers. Like it kind of matches the pink. We have the teacher and Doodle SpongeBob. Okay, so I could either give her Mr. Krabs because she is supposed to represent Mr. Krabs, or I could do Gary. I feel like since we have a Gary cat, I feel like it's appropriate we have Gary shoes. I'm going to go with the Gary. Okay, so that is what it looks like on the feminine sims. Now, besides the dress the little girl has, all the swatches are probably going to be the same, but I wanted to show what it looks like off on every gender of every age we have, and adults and teenagers and up are all just like pretty much the same. So basically I want to show what it looks like on adults and children, which represents children and up. So now let's go undress Dirty Bottom and put him in his second outfit. I feel like it's weird taking him out of this outfit because this is literally what he wears for every outfit, but we gotta do it for the review. So here we go. So I think I'm actually gonna show him off as a set on him. So let's go ahead and match the swatches. So we have the SpongeBob. I guess I'll do the shoes too, so it can kind of show the whole vibe. So we have SpongeBob get up. We have the Patrick get up. So let's put the Patrick pants on and the Patrick swatch of the shoes. So we got Patrick, and then I'm just going based off the shirts here. So we got Squidward. I don't know did we have a Squidward bottom? I think there's no technical Squidward bottom, but these pants match the Squidward vibe. So I'm going to match them with those, and then that's Plankton. Put the Squidward shoes on. There we go. All right. And then let's go ahead. We have Gary, and I think there was a Gary bottom. Yeah, I think there was. Where is it though? Let's see. Where where was it? Was there not a Gary bottom? Because there was, no? Okay. Well, I guess we can match them with these because that kind of matches color-wise. But there are Gary shoes because we're already wearing them in the first outfit. And then we have, let's see, the teacher. So the teacher I know comes with pants because I was like, why out of all of them, the teacher would have one in every swatch, but whatever. And then we have the pearl. So I kind of pretty much already showed that off, but I'm going to show it off on the male as well. So we have, I guess I'll match the Mr. Krabs shoes with that. So we have that, and then let's go ahead and show off Doodle SpongeBob, however you say it. I just remember it's like Doodle Bob or something. All right, and that was the last swatch of the shoes. So honestly, I kind of like that one the best on him, but of course we're gonna have to put him in the sandy. But anyways, so we have Hawaiian SpongeBob, which this one did come with a matching pants. I don't know. I guess we'll just put the SpongeBob shoes because I don't think any of the rest of the shoes really fit the vibe. So SpongeBob shoes again. And then we have the Patrick Hawaiian shirt, which is the pants that come with all the houses on it. And then I guess you would just match the Patrick shoes with these. And then we have the superhero guy. I don't know what pants you would match with these. Like, these don't really have a bottom that I feel like are set to go with it. So I guess we'll put them, we have these bottoms, but I don't feel like that matches color. I feel like these almost, I guess, no, those are Patrick's pants or shorts. That, I totally missed the reference there because I'm so used to seeing them as shorts. Okay, so we have Patrick's pants as the, okay, it took me seeing them with the shoes with Patrick's face on them to be like, oh, that's Patrick. It's not just random flowers. See you guys, I make mistakes too. All right, but I don't know. I don't know what you would match with this one. Like, I guess it would have to be the jellyfish. I don't know. I really don't know what to match with this one. I guess you could match this one. That matches color-wise at least. I don't know what shoes you put with it though. None of these are the, okay. Well, we're going to leave the Patrick shoes and that one on for the next shirt too, which is the Barnacle Boy shirt. I don't know why those don't have bottoms to match. But then we have the Sandy get up. So we can match these with the Sandy pants and the Sandy shoes. All right. So was there any swatch of the shoes we didn't look at on the male? We didn't look at Plankton. So this is what the Plankton looks like on the guy. I think we covered all the other shoes. Let's see. Was there any swatches of the pants we didn't look on the male? I think we pretty much covered them all. Yeah. So we have all the pants, and I know for sure we went through all the shirts. Okay, so obviously he has to wear the Sandy get up. So I'm going to put him in all the Sandy stuff. And now we have the outfits on the kids. So for brush circle shirts, we have the SpongeBob shirt, which is obviously going to be the one we actually give him. I could also give him the Hawaiian version, but I feel like this is the classic, but we're going to go ahead and look through all the swatches. I already paired them all together on the male, so we're just going to look through the swatches like this, and then we'll give them the SpongeBob get up. I could also give him the Doodle SpongeBob. Wait, I kind of like that. That matches his color aesthetic more. Wait, I may give him the Doodle SpongeBob. I'm going to give him the Doodle SpongeBob. Okay, but that's all the swatches, and then you don't have the dress under the masculine filter. You could turn off the masculine filter and get it, but this is the pajama pants. So here are all the swatches of the pajama pants. Honestly, I kind of like the get up on the kids better. I guess it's just because, it's kind of really meant for kids in my opinion, but that's kind of a cute get up for a kid. Like, if you didn't know that was SpongeBob, that would be kind of cute. I guess if you're a fan of SpongeBob and you know it's SpongeBob, it would be cute, but still, you know what I mean. And then we have the shoes. So we have Squidward, Plankton, Sandy, SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, Patrick, Gary, the teacher, and Doodle Bob. I hope it's Doodle Bob and not Doodle SpongeBob, but I don't know. I don't know the exact term. And then we do have the same outfit for the female, but the kids, like, body-wise look pretty much the same. I guess she is a little thicker, but you can kind of use your imagination because I just want to show off the dress on her. So this is the only item that is actually different than everything else in here when it comes to the Crazy stuff. And I hate it. I hate ruffles. I hate puffy short sleeve shirts, and I hate dresses. So this is not my vibe. But, you know, the picture and the artwork is actually pretty accurate. So we have Gary, we have Pearl, we have, I don't know this reference. I think I missed that episode. We have a Hawaiian dress with like jellyfish on it. We have the Hawaiian with the purple and yellow white flowers. We have a SpongeBob with yellow and white flowers. We have Squidward. We have the teacher. We have Sandy Cheeks. We have, I'm assuming that's Barnacle Boy. We have the Acorn. And we have Doodle Bob. They don't have a Patrick dress? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Wait, that's actually unfortunate. How is there no Patrick dress? Okay, well, I guess, does the P stand for Patrick? We're going to make that work. That's what we're gonna give her. I'm assuming the P stands for Patrick. I don't know what else it was, unless it stands for pants, but it's square pants, so it would be S. I don't know. But this is the outfit we're gonna give her because there's no Patrick dress like that has like. And when I say Patrick dress, I mean that has Patrick physically on it. So that's the outfits I'm choosing for the thumbnail for these. So we have this outfit for her. This outfit for him, this outfit for him, and this outfit for her. Honestly, okay, I know I said the Gary shoes were cute, but I have to give her the Krabs shoes, Mr. Krabs. I feel like I have to stick with the theme here. All right, but with that is everything in Creatism. I think I went over that a little too exclusively. So now let's go look at all the build items in this pack, and then we'll also look at the stuff that comes in the house pack as well. So for the purpose of this video, I have decided to put us on the 50 by 40 lot in Newcrest, and I guess Sulani would have been more on theme, but I really just wanted to have nothing else to distract us around us. And plus, you have to have island living to have Sulani, so this is like base game, so I guess it makes more sense. And it is kind of still on theme. We have like the pirate ship playground from the base game in the background and some colorful trees, and we're surrounded by water. So for base game, I think it works. So I do have this lot laid out a little weird. Normally when I do kits, I'm only reviewing one kit at a time normally. So typically I'm only having like one or two walls on the lot, and it's not like sectioned off like this or anything. So just let me quickly explain. Don't worry about the back. The back is for me later. So we are literally just on this part from this wall forward. But pretty much since I'm reviewing two kits, obviously I think it's a little self-explanatory that there's two areas, but then I have this third small area because I wanted to have the exclusive items that you get only if you get the bundle kind of secluded. So I have enough room, hopefully, for the pre-made rooms, all the items, enough wall space for the both the kits have wallpaper, so I want to have plenty of wall space. Plus, one of the kits has doors and windows, and the other one has like wall decor. So I wanted to make sure there's plenty of wall space, and I just wanted to make sure there's enough sections for everything. So that's why I went with such a big lot and squared it off so odd. But I was actually curious. The reason we're not starting off in build mode is because I wanted to start off with the exclusive items, just get them out of the way. But I was curious which kit they would classify under, and they're actually split between the two. So you have to like go between the two different filters to get all of the three exclusive items, which I think is odd. I mean, I also feel like it would have made more sense if there was 4 items, so they would have had 2 each. But I guess that would have been asking too much because every other one is only 3 items when we get exclusive items. But then again, typically that's only for one pack. So I don't know. Make your judgment judgment there. But basically, the SpongeBob room kit that we're looking at first, as far as exclusive items go, it comes with the fish tank. So since we're gonna have the broom kit be on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this side. And then it also comes with the pirate ship. So I did make this section big enough for this to be in the middle. Oh, I was really hoping that was like a new imaginary thing. No, it's straight up a SpongeBob thing. Okay, I really would have liked this better if it didn't have SpongeBob on it, but I guess it would have not been on theme then. And then the other exclusive item is actually under the other filter, under the house filter, and that is the guitar from the FUN episode. That's what this guitar is from, right? The camping episode with FU, or it says GG. Is this like the award ceremony, or is this the fun thing? I would assume this is the fun guitar because that's like more iconic than when he went and sang on, I don't know. But I'm going to put it on that side because this is the side we're going to do the house review on. But since we started out with the room kit and cast, I think we're going to review that first. But we are going to jump into build mode, and there is one styled room. Thankfully, they at least have styled rooms. They didn't have styled looks, but they have styled rooms. So I am happy with that. I don't know. I haven't actually looked to see if the other one has a styled room. I'm assuming it would. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we're starting off with Kids Kit, and this styled room is called SpongeBob's Kids Room. So creative. But it's basically just showing how you can use, I'm assuming, every single item that comes in this pack. But it has a blue swatch, a pink swatch, and like a dark blue swatch. But I feel like this first swatch is like on theme with like typical SpongeBob colors. So we're going to put this in the corner here. I'm also going to make sure to turn move objects on. I think I normally do that before I turn on my camera, but yeah, this is fine. Turn on move objects. All right. So we can kind of get a sneak peek here at what is coming. So this is the new wallpaper. Okay. So the new wallpaper, like you literally have to draw it out to see the whole thing, like the whole picture. You have to draw. Okay. Wait, is this like different swatches of the wallpaper? Because like these and these. Oh, wait, hold on. These may be, these are decals. Oh, okay. So there's the wallpaper, the jellyfish wallpaper, and the flower wallpaper, and they put their decals on there to make it look like one big picture. Gotcha. Okay, I was about to say, if you have to like expand the wallpaper to get all of the picture, like that's kind of stupid, but I see. I'm just stupid. Okay. Oh, we do have a new art table. That's kind of cool. I do like the art table, but we have a desk, we have the map on the little thing here. We have, I think is this a bookcase, a dresser? It just, Barnacle Bird New. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a bookshelf or a dresser, but this is a bookshelf, so this has to be a dresser, right? Because there's already a bookshelf. But we have a little boat bookshelf. We have the SpongeBob bed. We have a Gary stuffy. There's a bunch of decals. We have a new trunk. We have the dollhouse, which I do actually think is kind of interesting. I mean, considering that we have pretty crazy themed dollhouses already, this actually kind of is on theme with Sims. I think this is the most sim item in this entire pack from what I'm seeing. As far as I can tell, this is like all of this is base game. The chair is base game. The floor is base game. But everything else comes in the kit, including the Sandy plushie. Okay, is this just Sandy? Yeah, this is just Sandy. So Sandy, SpongeBob, and Patrick are all different plushies. And I think from the size, this one's probably the only one you can actually talk to, which is a little disappointing. But let's go ahead and stop looking at the room and look at the actual items. So the only thing in build mode besides the styled room is the wallpaper. And there's two wallpapers. Okay. Oh, they both have a bunch of swatches. I was not expecting them to have that many swatches, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. But let's see. How many? Let's see. There's 8, 9 here, and 9 on this one as well. Do we even have enough room? Yeah, we do have enough room on this wall. We're going to look at it on this wall. So let's look at the flower one first. Oh, the lighting looks weird from here. Okay, I guess this is better, but now the shadows on that wall. Okay. This is fine. I can deal with the shadow, I guess. But let's go ahead and put the wallpaper down. So we have a blue swatch. We have an orange swatch. We have a purple and blue swatch. We have a like purple and yellowish pink swatch. We have like blue, white, and purple swatch. We have a dark blue swatch that's like almost neon flowers. That's kind of cool. Ooh, okay, that's my favorite swatch so far. The black and the green. The green really sticks out, like the green flowers. We have like a light blue with white, and we also have like what I consider like classic SpongeBob colors with like this teal and dark blue theme. And then we have one wall space to less. Okay, this actually has to be expanded down one, and then this has to be drawn down, and then this is gonna have to go like this. Okay, I just was off by one tile space. Just one tile space. I almost had the exact right amount if I had just counted beforehand. Okay. Also, I didn't look at the swatches on these. That's my bad. Do these have swatches? I'm assuming they do have swatches. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the swatches on those. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I was just looking at the actual item. I didn't think about the fact it might have different swatches. Okay, we'll go back and look at that after this wallpaper. But we have Bikini Bottom Vista. So this is like what's supposed to look like actual bikini bottom. And it looks like all the swatches match, so you can kind of pair them together like they showed in that room. So here is all of the swatches. And of course, you do kind of have to put more than one to see the whole picture, but it's not like with the decals where like there's characters on it. I feel like that's a little better. Okay, sidetrack. Let's go look at the swatches on this. All right, starting with the ship, because that's the one I like most. We have the classic one that looks like the one from the episode where like everything's like all green and spooky. We have just a wooden one with a white flag, a lighter wooden one with red trim with a white flag. They all have white flags, but some of them have skulls and some of them don't. So this is like a gray with a red trim with a pirate flag, and then we have a red with a white trim with a like white surrender flag. We have green with white trim and the white surrender flag, tan with white trim and blue accents with a white surrender flag, and then orange with blue and yellow accents and like the little flower flag, and then we have a purple and green ship with purple flower flags. Okay, I think the classic one's the best one out of all of those. And then how in the world is this going to be different? So I guess, okay, just the base color changes. So it matches like not all, but some of the different colors that come in the game. Honestly, I think this one looks the nicest. And then guitar, it does come in different colors. Okay, so the guitar comes in a few different colorful swatches as well. Oh, and an all black swatch. Hey, finally something my style. Okay, but we have that. Now we can get back to this kit. Okay, so this is the only thing in build mode besides the room. Everything else in this kit is in buy mode. So this is build mode. Now this is buy mode. So there's actually nothing for the wall at all besides the decals. Am I seeing that? No, the wall clock. Okay, so I'm going to put down the wall stuff first. So starting with the Gary wall clock, because out of all the characters, I do like Gary. So it comes in different colors of Gary. I don't know if there's different like versions of Gary in the show, like, or different snails that are like Gary, but I'm gonna go with the classic one, I guess. And then we have the wall decals to go on the wall. So let's go ahead and look at all those. I'm gonna lay those all out in there's a lot of swatches here. Okay. It's the meme SpongeBob. It's the like tattoo meme SpongeBob. Okay. Sorry. I was not expecting that SpongeBob. That threw me completely off guard. Okay. Alright. We have Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man. Isn't that the name? Mermaid Man? Or is that it? Oh God. I don't know. It's been a while. It's bothering me. I can't remember his name. I could just look it up on my phone, but I don't want to waste the time. Alright. We have Plankton stealing a Krabby Patty. That's kind of fun. We have another SpongeBob. Go figure. We have this is my favorite SpongeBob meme, is like the imagination one, but for like other stuff. Like I typically when I do something really autistic, I'll like make the rainbow hand motion and be like autism, but like in the show it's like imagination. So I don't know. That's probably my favorite reference there out of all the references I'm seeing here. We have Patrick, because Patrick. We have Gary. We have another SpongeBob. So it's like a SpongeBob leaning out the window. We have SpongeBob and Patrick hula style. We have a cheering Pearl. We have a Sandy Cheeks. We have Patrick looking out the window. That actually lined up perfectly. Okay, and then we have Gary and SpongeBob hugging. We have Squidward. And we have Jellyfish. I'm a little sad there's no Mr. Krabs here. But that's just my personal preference. But anyways, so that's everything that comes on the wall. Not very much. Alright, so now we can look at the actual furniture pieces. So I'm going to put down like the big furniture first, and then we'll come back and look at the smaller stuff. So I'm just going to, I guess, do it in the middle, so because that's where the most light is. We have a singular bed. We have a chair. We have a nightstand. We have a desk. I'm going to put the desk like by the chair and then nightstand on the other side. Because I feel like the chair and the desk should go together. I guess you could argue this and the bed should go together, but this is fine. And then I'll come back and do the toys later. I want to look at the actual furniture pieces. So we have the bookshelf. Should I face them this way so there's no shadow on them? I guess that would make more sense. All right, so let's put this here. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. And this here. All right. Normally I would actually go ahead and lay this stuff out beforehand, but I just really wanted to make this as like genuine in first reactions. Okay, I'm gonna make the dollhouse and the choice chest part of the main furniture, as well as the drawing table. And then we'll come back and look at like the stuffies and like the ones that look like characters. So let's look at this bed first. We're just going to go down the line. So we have SpongeBob and Patrick with a rainbow. We have blue with flowers. We have Patrick and SpongeBob hugging. We have Pearl. Okay. That outfit I put Patty Moon in is Pearl's cheerleading dress. Gotcha. I don't know why I thought it stood for Patrick. That makes more sense. Okay. Well, Patrick's wearing a Pearl outfit. Or Patty Moon is wearing a Pearl outfit. This is fine. We have two people wearing Pearl outfits. Alright. And we have another Patrick one. We have, this looks, SpongeBob, but it's like wearing sunglasses. And there's like pineapples, drinks, and flowers. And it's basically like the texture of like his bedroom wall. Then we have Patrick, SpongeBob, and Gary. And then we have SpongeBob riding a jellyfish. We have a basic pink, blue, and green pillows. They all have like these star and square pillows, and the top of the bed is shaped like a cat head. At least I'm assuming it's supposed to be a cat head. And then we have yellow and green. We have blue and white with like anchors and whales on them. And then we also have this very colorful blue and yellow with like a bunch of decals of different shapes of stuff from the show, like different flowers and little plants. And we have the SpongeBob house, Patrick. I think that's Mr. Krabs on the side there. Very interesting. I don't know. I don't really like this bed at all. This is not something I could see myself using. I want to say the plane swatches are my favorite, but I feel like that's not fun enough. So I'll choose something that is actually has something that references the show. I guess this is my favorite. I do like this blue. And then we have a chair. So we have a chair. This one's like tan with like just colorful flowers. This is blue. This matches this. Okay, so these two match. So you compare those together. We have like a bubble one. We have a heart one. We have Patrick's shorts. We have an orange and blue one. Okay, very simple. We have like a diamond one. I don't understand the diamond reference. Is that just supposed to be a pattern? I don't know. We have dark blue with jellyfish. We have light pink and blue. I guess this was to match like the solid swatches on here. Same with this with the yellow and green. We have the white and blue with the anchor, and we have the yellow and brown. So you can pair it with the bed pretty well. I'm assuming these next 5 items really are all going to have matching swatches because the first swatch all go together. So this is definitely like a set. Oh, this is also a set. So maybe we put this here and this here. There we go. All right. So we have all these. So these are literally all going to have matching swatches. I can already tell. And if they don't have the exact matching swatches, I'm going to be pissed because they all have the first same swatch. So I guess we'll look at the desk first. So we have the flowers. We have the diamonds. I don't understand. They all have a billboard here that has like Patrick and SpongeBob on it. It also has paper and a pencil and a little shelf here. It's actually like, if it wasn't SpongeBob themed, it's actually a cute shaped desk. I want this desk, but not in SpongeBob. All right. We have pink hearts, I guess, to match Pearl's dress. We have bubbles. We have the blue flowers to match the bed I like the best. We have SpongeBob's wallpaper. We have Patrick's shorts. We have the blue with the jellyfish again. We have pink and blue, yellow and green, the white and blue. I'm assuming there's no anchor on it. I was expecting there to be an anchor on the back fully. And then just tan and brown. Honestly, if it didn't have the SpongeBob picture, this would be nice. Like, just take the SpongeBob decal off and give this to me, and I would totally use that. But it has SpongeBob. I don't know. I kind of like the plain swatch, but I guess I should choose something fun. I guess I can make all the match. These all match. So we'll choose this for every final swatch. But then we have to look at it on all the other ones. So we have the blue, the bubbles, the hearts, the Patrick shorts, the wallpaper, the diamonds. We have the jellyfish with the dark blue. We have the pink and blue with the green and yellow, the white and blue, and the tan and brown. So I said we're going to choose the blue on all the swatches. And then we have like this boat object that's a bookshelf. Oh, it has a Squidward in the bottom. I didn't notice that. Oh, and a plankton at the top. That is a really weird looking plankton. Like, the forehead is just really weird looking. But, okay. So we have this. And it does have front and a back. So this is the front and the back of the blue swatch. The front and the back of the bubble swatch. We have the front and the back of the hearts. We have the front and the back of the Patrick shorts. We have the front and the back of the SpongeBob wallpaper. We have the front and the back of the diamonds. Oh, is that supposed to be that's supposed to be like the pineapple. Okay, I'm slowly getting the references. I'm just being a little slow. Maybe that's because I'm almost 30, but this is fine. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense because this, I got it because this is kind of looks like the shape of a pineapple. I got it. It wasn't diamonds. It's pineapple. All right. We got dark blue with jellyfish. We have the blue and pink with an accent of green. We have green and yellow. We have blue and white. And we have the tan and brown. There you go. So blue swatch. And then, okay, I'm sorry. What is this? What is this? Is this, okay, this is going to change the order of everything that's in here, but what is this? Surfaces? No. So it has to be like it has to be where's storage? Storage. Okay, it is a dresser. Okay, it is a dresser. Okay, sorry. I couldn't tell if it was a second bookshelf or a dresser. I assumed it was a dresser, but I had to make sure. All right, again, this changes the order of everything, but this is fine. All right, so let's look at this dresser. So, this has decals on it. Okay, so we have, the blue has Patrick, SpongeBob, and Gary on it. The bubbles has SpongeBob blowing a heart bubble. We have the hearts, doesn't have a character on it. We have Patrick shorts that don't have a character on it. We have SpongeBob's wall, but it has like SpongeBob and Patrick drinking something. I don't know. We have the pineapple with a SpongeBob decal. We have the jellyfish. That's just the dark blue with the jellyfish. We have plain pink and blue. You know, if you're trying to do a pink and blue room, this actually has a lot of cute furniture in it. Blue and white. And then we have brown and tan. Is that like a SpongeBob game? I feel like this is like a SpongeBob themed game. I don't know. That's weird though. All right, we'll choose that one, unfortunately. And then we have the two toys that have the matching swatch. So we have a toy chest, and then we have a new art table. So we have the flowers, the blue, the bubbles, the hearts, the Patrick shorts, the wallpaper, the pineapple, the jellyfish, the blue and pink, the green and yellow, this one has the anchor on it. So the white, blue with the anchor, and the tan and brown. And then, of course, the same swatches that everything else has, just as an art table. And I think I just saw this one has a decal. So SpongeBob's wallpaper has SpongeBob with the art hat on. Interesting. All right. We're going to choose this one because it's on theme with everything else. And then we have the Krusty Krab, where Krabby Patties are. I was about to call it the Krusty Krab, but no. I was about to call it a Krabby Patty. It is the Krusty Krab. Dang it, it is. I am old, guys. I'm old. Okay, but it only has the 4 swatches. So we have the classic swatch that looks just like it. And then we have a blue, a yellow, and a pink. So that is that and what it looks like. I guess I'll show what the other side looks like too. But it's basically kind of on point with all the other doll houses, honestly. So that is all the major furniture pieces. Now we have like the toys and the decorations and whatnot. So we do have one light, and it is a ceiling light, and it is another jellyfish ceiling light. In Adventure Awaits, we got a jellyfish ceiling light, like actually 3 jellyfish ceiling lights. 4 actually, because there was one for each wall height, and then there was another one that was just like by itself. And now we have more. More jellyfish lights. Okay, but this one obviously is meant to look like the SpongeBob jellyfish, and obviously SpongeBob loves going and catching jellyfish. So I like that it comes in black though. That's kind of cool. Though. Okay, and then we have the rug. So I guess I'll put this right here, and this is the one I believe has the pirate map on it, but it also has other swatches. So we have this one that just looks like a map of, so a rug based on a real treasure map. So these are also so a few of them have different map swatches, and some of them are patterns. So this is like a map of, I guess, how Bikini Bottom is laid out, because you have the houses, the chum bucket, the Krusty Krab. We have, is that the school? I don't know. We have the bus. We have Sandy's little globe thing. There's like a beach. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be Bikini Bottom. We have the jellyfish swatch. We have like this blue painted swatch. Okay, hold on. That's actually a nice rug. Like in this swatch in particular, that looks nothing like SpongeBob. This is nice. I actually like this. We have Patrick's shorts. We have the blue flowers. We have purple flowers. We have the pineapple. We have the pirate map, which you see, like, I think is it the intro you see this in, or the outro? There's somewhere where this shows every episode, but I can't remember where. I don't understand this reference. I don't get this one. It's like a little scuba diving with like a weird fish, like with a light on it. I don't know. I think I missed that episode. And then we have like some coral, like flowers and starfish. And it's a starfish and a sponge. Okay, Patrick and and a squid. Okay, so Squidward and a crab. Okay, I'm seeing all the characters now. Okay, so it's like coral, and then a squid for Squidward, a sponge for SpongeBob, a starfish for Patrick, and a crab for Mr. Krabs. Okay, took me a minute to see the reference, but I got it. Okay, I guess I like the pirate ship the best, or the pirate map the best. And then we have the plushies. And I feel like the plushies deserve a spot of their own. So I'm going to go ahead and put them like right here, I guess. Just put them in the middle over here. So we have Patrick. It actually has different swatches. Oh, so there's different Patricks. Okay, there's a bunch of different swatches on these. So there's Patrick, there's SpongeBob. These are just decoration. But then we have one interactable one that's Sandy. We also have a little Gary, the mini faces of Gary. Apparently there's many different faces of Gary. Okay, I only thought there was one Gary. Maybe I haven't seen the show enough. But apparently all of these have like different versions of the characters. So let's start with Patrick and go down the line. So we have Happy Patrick, Scared Patrick, question mark, Drooling Patrick, really creepy, like goo goo eye Patrick. We have, isn't that like Sexy Patrick? I don't think they actually call him that, but it's like with the fishnets. Yeah. I can't remember what that is referencing, but I remember seeing that. And then we have a little like yo ho pirate life for me. Little Patrick. I don't understand this one. I think I missed that episode. I don't know this reference. We have Pajama Patrick. We have like a monkey. I have seen this meme. I don't think I've seen this episode, but it's like a monkey Patrick. Green mustache Patrick? I don't get this one either. Okay, but I'm just going to go with the original swatch. And then we're going to do the same with SpongeBob. So we have Happy SpongeBob, Scared SpongeBob, Nerdy SpongeBob, Goo Goo Eye SpongeBob. Again, pretty sure I missed that episode. Pirate SpongeBob. We have a little, is this supposed to be like is this like his superhero version? I don't know. Pajama SpongeBob. Monkey SpongeBob. A green mustache SpongeBob. Purple flower SpongeBob. And a doodle SpongeBob. And then we have the mini faces of Gary. So we have Classic Gary, Smiling Gary. Oh, it's Mad Gary, Goo Goo Eye Gary, a Missing Tooth Gary, and then Smiling Gary, a purple female Gary, a very angry stitched Gary, and a green and purple Gary. But I don't know, I kind of like the Smiling Gary. And then we have Sandy Cheeks, and she has 3 outfits. So she has her classic little astronaut suit type with a little nut on it. We have, she does have a swimwear outfit. Oh, I do remember her in this outfit. Okay. Yeah, I've seen her in that outfit before. And then we have this outfit, which I'm not exactly sure what this is referencing. Maybe this is when, I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to guess. But it looks like a fancy astronaut outfit. I don't know. I find it interesting they chose not to put the globe on her head, though. So I don't know. I don't know why I find that interesting. I just do. All right. But that is all the items in this pack. So that is including the Creative Sim items, all the items in the SpongeBob Kids Room Kit. Now we're going to go ahead and switch on over to SpongeBob's House Kit. And this is the one that is meant to help you build SpongeBob's house, obviously. There's a bunch of stuff in build mode, and there's way less stuff in buy mode. So this is more of a build mode with some buy mode stuff. No Creative Sim though. So we have From Pineapple Under the Sea, and it literally is the layout of how they would lay out SpongeBob's house, I guess. So this is like the classic. We have like a green and red, and then we have like a flower version. So of course I'm gonna go with the classic, but let's see, how big is it? I'm actually curious. Oh, it's big. I mean, I was kind of expecting that because like you have to fit it. Okay, hold on. Can I get a different angle, please? I would like a different angle. By room. Why is it only wanting to place this way? I want to flip it, but it's not letting me flip it. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'll just put it right here, I guess. Okay. So I thought that this wallpaper, when I saw it, was like for Squidward's house, because they were showing in the original, like where they were announcing they were going to release this a couple of days ago. They were showing Squidward's house, so I assumed you could make all the houses, but it looks like it's literally, like I said, it's just SpongeBob's house. I thought this was gonna be Squidward's house. I guess you could kind of use it for Squidward's house. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh yeah, now I'm looking closer. It's metal, not stone. Okay, that makes sense. All right, but we do have wallpapers, which they show off here. We have the sand floor, which I feel like is probably the most useful item in this entire pack. Wait, did they have the pineapple on the outside? Wait, salad rooms normally don't have wallpaper on the outside. That's kind of fun. Okay, and then you can see the windows and doors from the inside and the outside this way as well. So we have the doors for SpongeBob's house. I guess like these are supposed to be like the bathroom doors, I guess. We have SpongeBob's bed. We have a couple of different versions of the wall art. We have the furniture. Is this just this is just a record player, so you can play music on this. We have the TV, the dining chair, the lamp. Is this an alarm clock? Yeah, it says alarm clock, the foghorn alarm clock. I'm actually curious if that makes the noise of the foghorn alarm clock. That would be cool, but I'm not going to test it out. Let's see, what is this? I know it's the conch shell, but like, is it just, I think it's just decoration. I don't think it's functional. It's not like a phone you can use. All right, so we have all the items, including the fish. I don't like the fish, but I'm pretty sure that's literally every item. So now let's look at them individually. So I guess we'll start with the wallpaper. Wait, is there plants? Oh, there's flower plants. Hold on, I want to look at this first. I know that's random, but I was not expecting it. Like, I knew there was flowers, but I didn't think it was going to count as landscaping. Very interesting. Very interesting choice they made here. Okay, so we have like a yellow, we have a blue and white, we have a purple and green, we have a pink and white, we have a blue and red, we have a white and black, and we have a purple and red. All right, now wallpaper. All right, so we have the 3 different wallpapers. Oh, they actually come in multiple swatches. Some of them do. Okay, well, we have the bamboo block print. So this is like the classic SpongeBob room, I feel like. And then we have a red version. We have a tile that's supposed to be like for behind his bed, but we also have it in green. We have some flower prints here as well. Bunch of flower prints in this game. We have, is this supposed to be like moss? I don't know exactly what this swatch is supposed to be. They don't use it in this room either, so I don't understand what this is. It supposed to be like for, no, it wouldn't be Patrick's because it's not in I don't understand what this is. Okay, and then we have the steel. We'll look at the pineapple last because I'm actually most excited about the pineapple. But we have the steel metal wall. I think this is literally just the same thing in a bunch of different metal colors. So if you didn't want to use the classic metal colors, you could choose a different one, including yellow, blue, fuchsia, pink, red, and orange. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. And then actually this is almost the right amount of spaces here. Okay. So we have original pineapple, gold pineapple, blue pineapple, and a black and white. So like, I guess it's like Doodle Bob. Okay. But I'm assuming this is supposed to be like the original. And we have a golden, we have a blue, and the Doodle Bob. Okay, well, that's all the wall textures. I don't know. I feel like this should be a little bit more yellow. It's like, I know like it's like an orangey yellow, the pineapple is, but I feel like it's a little too orange for the pineapple, but maybe that's just my opinion. All right, and then we do have flooring as well. We just have one flooring, but it looks like it has a couple of different swatches. So let's go ahead and do a swatch test. So we have just the plain sand floor, and then we have a purpley pink sand floor, a gray sand floor, a bright pink sand floor, and an orange sand floor. Very interesting that they would make those the colors. I thought they would be more sandy colors. Okay, maybe I'm not obsessed with this sand flooring like I thought it would be. All right. But we also have a roof sculpture, which is the top of the pineapple. So you can literally have the top of the pineapple without having to, like, you know, build it yourself, which I appreciate that. I actually can appreciate that. Okay. So we have the classic one. We have a darker one, a lighter one, a blue one, and a doodle bob one. So I'll just leave the plastic. Or the classic. Sorry, not plastic, classic one there, I guess. And then we do have doors, windows, and wall sculpture. I don't understand what the wall sculptures would be, but let's look at the doors first. So they're only for short wall height. So they're going to look weird on this tall wall. But we have the main, like, front door. And then we have, like, the doors that go on, like, the inside of his house. So I think, yeah, they literally look the same front and back. So we have the classic swatch, and then we have a couple of different metal swatches. I think this is all meant to match, like, the metal wallpaper. I feel like all of these swatches go together, including the doodle bob. And then we have the wood just in, like, some different wood swatches and some different metal swatches. I like the fact they also have the metal swatches. That's kind of cool. All right. But those are the doors, and then we have the round window. So the classic SpongeBob round window that he likes to poke his head out of. So we have this, and it comes in all those metal swatches, including the fuchsia, the red, the gold, and the doodle bob. I don't know. I feel like I should put the doodle bob and this one next to each other. Just feel like I should. All right, and then what is the wall sculpture? Oh, the little side piece for the house. Yeah, so we have this little side piece here that is supposed to like stick out of the side of the house. There we go. Isn't it like his little chimney or something? I don't know. Is this a chimney? A brilliant bubble vent. Under the sea chimney. Close enough. All right, but it comes in all those same metal swatches in a different order, but the swatches are all there. So there's that. And that is all the build mode objects and swatches. Now let's go to the actual objects. So I guess I'll put these just in the middle here. So we have the SpongeBob bed. I'm going to put down like the seating first. So we have SpongeBob's bed, SpongeBob's chair, SpongeBob's dining chair, and SpongeBob's couch. I'm going to put the couch and the bed next to each other because they typically go next to each other. All right, so we have this set of seating and laying down furniture. So let's look at the bed. So we have the classic bed swatch. I guess that's where the purple flowers are coming from. I didn't know where the purple flowers are coming from. It's from his bed. Okay. And then we have a red swatch. That looks more accurate to me. But maybe it's just because it matches the chair next to it. I don't know. We have green and blue. We have yellow and white. We have... What's the difference between that one and that one? Wait, I literally don't see... Oh, okay. So some of them have the blanket pulled up all the way, and some of them have them pulled down because when he's sleeping, the blanket pulls up like higher in the bed. Gotcha. Okay. So we have blue, we have pink, we have orange, we have purple hearts, we have yellow hearts, we have blue dolphins and jellyfish. We haven't seen a dolphin in this yet, and now this has dolphins. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go with that swatch. And then we have his chair in the classic swatch, and then I think these are meant to like match the bed, so like whatever bed swatch you choose, you could choose like the matching chair. So that's all the swatches that the chair comes in. And then I think I'm just going to leave them all in the classic colors. So we have his couch that comes in all those same matching set colors, including an orange, very bright orange. All right, so we have that. And then we have the little dining chair moment that's basically like a little barrel, pretty much. So I'll leave in the classic swatch. And then we have his dining table. And then I guess this is his bedside table, ? I think that's it. All right. And then I guess I'm just going to go ahead and put the lamp with the tables. I know that may seem random, but it just seems like it fits together. And also I don't need that last one. Okay. So let's look at all of these. So this is the classic swatches, but on the table we have a couple of different wood swatches, including a blue, a red, a green, and some also like wore down wood. And then we have a plain white and black, which very nice that they're adding blacks in this pack. I was not expecting that. I guess it's for the doodle bob. All right. And then we have the classic color of the dining table, but then we have green, a lighter red brown, a tan, a brown, a scratched up red, a scratched up reddish brown, a scratched up brown, a white, and a black. And then the lamp comes in basically, okay, so the actual lamp post stays the same, it stays the bamboo, but just the metal swatches change. So no matter what metal swatch you choose, you can match it to it. So I like the fact that they're at least making an effort to make it an actual set. All right. We do have one wall piece here, and that is the painting. So we have the money. I think this is like supposed to be for Mr. What? I thought that was in Mr. Krabs' office. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's his first dollar that he earned. I don't know. But we have Gary. Okay, these are going to have to go up slightly higher to make these. Okay, so we have Gary. We have Patrick's house. Yeah, it's Patrick's house. We have the Krusty Krab. We have the Doodle dollar. We have a Gary painting. We have Squidward's house. We have Squidward and Patrick. Or Squidward and SpongeBob. We have Handsome Squidward. Oh, okay, Handsome Squidward. We have Doodle Bob. We have Drawled Squidward. We have the Pineapple house, the SpongeBob's house. Oh, this is gonna make me mad. Oh, of course, like there's just one too many for it to be perfect. Okay, this is fine. We'll put it on the bottom. It'll be in the middle. But it is, of course, the Krabby Patty. I don't know. I think so far the door, this door and this window and these paintings are my favorite objects from this kit so far. And then, oh, this is also a wall piece. Okay, well, I forgot this because I don't like this. I never liked this in the show either. This creeps me out. The eye on this thing haunts my nightmares. I don't like this. So I'm going to quickly go through the swatches on it. Oh, it looks like the mecha. Okay, it comes in a bunch of fishes. I also have a phobia of fish, so that's probably why this creeps me out. But I will leave it on the wall. Maybe I'll put it like over here in the corner so I don't have to look at it. All right. And then we have the actual functional. Oh, wait, no. We have two more decorations. Sorry. My bad. I jumped ahead of myself. All right. So we have the little sky flower and we have the conch shell. So I understand the conch shell phone reference. So here is the conch shell. It comes in the classic colors, but then it comes in a bunch of different colors to match everything else. And then we have this doodle flower, or what is it called? Sorry, little sky flower, not doodle flower. I don't know why I said doodle flower, but it comes in a bunch of colors of the different flowers you would see around Bikini Bottom. And a black swatch as well. I don't know why they put the black swatches in here, but I'm kind of digging it. All right. But then last but not least, we have the actual functional items. So I guess I'll put these like over here. So we have his TV, we have his radio, like vinyl player, and we have his alarm clock. I love how it's like going biggest to smallest. That's actually kind of nice visually. I'll leave it like that. Actually, this needs to be a little bit closer. Okay, there we go, like that. That works. All right, so these are the colors that are in the show, I'm pretty sure. But then we have all the metal colors over here on the TV that has all the other metal swatches. And then we have a red vinyl player, a green, a blue, a brown, a scratched up brown, a scratched up dark brown, a white, and a black. And then as far as the alarm clock goes, which I'm assuming this is functional, we have a red, a blue, a green, a purple, a pink and orange, a light yellow and blue, a pink and blue, a white, and a black. And that is all the items and swatches that come with the Bikini Bottom bundle pack, including build and create a sim. So that was interesting, and I was right. My opinions have not changed. Now, I do think the actual quality of the items themselves are actually decent. If you like SpongeBob, I feel like this is actually a decent kit. If you literally love it enough to have a replica of SpongeBob stuff in your game, and some of these washes could work for stuff that's not SpongeBob, and I do appreciate that, but my feelings still have not changed. I feel like this is a money grabber. They are upping the price for no reason. It's kind of a ridiculous collab that is super random, and I feel like they're kind of using it just to get more marketing, which I'm assuming with the sellout in the future we're going to get more stuff like this, which I'm not happy about, but I'm seeing that's probably the direction that it's going in, and I don't like the concept. I also just don't like SpongeBob, so I don't like this enough. Maybe if it was like My Little Pony or Invader Zim, or something that was like from my childhood, then that I liked from my childhood, maybe I would have been a little less negative. But the concept of them making this a money grabber and upping the price and then giving us honestly not that many items for a kit, and they're just so specific. Like, kits already are so specific, but this one is so specific that you, except for like some of the items that come in plain swatches, you pretty much can't use this stuff anywhere else except for the items that come in like plain swatches. So I don't know. I like packs. I'm also going to turn it this way because this shows more stuff. I like packs that are very versatile. I like packs that you can use in a bunch of different ways, including kits. I try to look for that in kits, even though kits are very targeted, which is kind of the whole point of kits, which is why I don't completely hate kits. I don't mind the concept of kits. I do think they are money grabbers though. And this one, with them upping the price and it being so specific, like I said, unless you're just a SpongeBob fanatic, you should probably skip out on this pack. That's just my opinion. Especially once the bundle goes away, because then you're going to have to buy it for $6.99 instead of $4.99, which is ridiculous, especially since they all come with 25 items, which is like the lowest amount of items I've seen in a pack is like 23 or 22. Typically it comes like at lowest 24 or 25, which is 25, and then like a good kit comes with like 30 items. So on an average kit, I would expect like 27 items. So this is a little low on the item count on both the kits, actually, even though one of them is Create a Sim and Build. I do appreciate that there's one with Create a Sim and Build items though, because I feel like that does at least include stuff other than just build. It's not just 2 build kits. It's a house building kit and then a room building kit with like fan clothing. So I don't know, mixed feelings, but my overall final conclusion is it's overpriced, and unless you're just a SpongeBob fanatic, it's kind of pointless. So I hate to be so negative. I try not to be super negative in my reviews, but I feel like I had to be truthful with you guys. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to end this one. So if you made it to the end of this video, I hope you found this educational and entertaining, because that was the whole purpose. But thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right.